All right, this is your brother Issachar coming at you with another lesson. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaa Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone, which I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Akwath that's listening and learning. Today's video is going to be entitled, People Think That Nothing Will Happen to America. Now, of course, I got inspired to do this lesson because of people's everyday actions, people's behavior, the way that they're actually going about their everyday lives. You know, when you really look at the majority of the people, they're really not thinking about, you know, what's going on over there in Russia and Ukraine. They're not thinking about why inflation is happening. They're not thinking about, you know, the gas prices, you know, so forth and so on, man. They really not thinking about it because at the end of the day, they have complete trust in America. They have complete trust in this place because this place has given them everything that they wanted and needed for years. You know, I always said that. I was like, when you think about America so-called blooming, because whenever you ask people when was America great, it was somebody who did that. And, you know, people always say, oh, you know, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s, you know, those times, because those were the times where, you know, America branched out, you know, with this entertainment, very heavy, you know, fashion trends were out the roof. People were able to come over here to America and make money and live their lives. And this pretty much just be simple. You know, the food was real, at least a little bit back then. You know, it tasted way better back in the day. You know, everybody just felt comfortable because of the things that was going on back in those days. But even back in those days, when you really look at the times, it was messed up. You know, you look at the 80s, that was the crack epidemic. Everybody was a cluck. You know, and then you look at the 90s, you know, gang banging was heavy, you know, and everything like that. 2000s, that's when everybody, you know, were hustling, you know, selling drugs and everything. And fast forward, now everybody is on the drugs. It never was a good time in the first place. But to stick to the point, within this clip right here, this is from Elder Manasseh Cubans from South Carolina. This is his channel right here, GMS Narrator SC7. He posted this clip at the beginning with Cardi B speaking, and pretty much at the end of this clip, she was speaking on how she said that people think that nothing will come over here, you know, nothing will happen to America. And, you know, that's exactly people's minds right now. People really think that nothing will happen to America because they look at America as this super country, you know, because they look at America as the #1 country in the world. But it's been proven over and over again that America is no longer in power. America is no longer the most powerful country in the world, man. That's why, you know, Russia and China are looking to take that spot. But we already know that that spot belongs to the Israelites, and starting with the elect, you know, starting with Yahweh Shai, I should say, on down to the elect. OK, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this clip so you can hear what she got to say. And then after that, we're going to get grab a few scriptures.
Whatever news channel you want, just fucking watch it. Because as much as I, you know, like me, for example, I want to, this year, I have plans this year. I want to go touring and I want to buy cool stuff and I want to have an amazing summer and everything. I cannot help to be a little bit afraid. I cannot help to be a little bit scared. You know, people that I'm in business with been telling me to take out some money out of the bank and stuff like that. Not just one, but like a couple of people, because, you know, you should start thinking, you know what I'm saying? You should start thinking, not panicking, but, you know, be on alert on a lot of things. You know, supposedly Ukraine and Russia are supposed to meet in Belarus, and you know, a lot of people say, oh, it's a setup and blah blah, but it's like, let's pray and hope to God that things go very well. Yes, bitch, my head is shaped like a fucking alien, okay? Yes, I have like an egghead and then I go slim. So what? I'm a bad bitch anyways. And you may want to suck it. Anyways, so like I was saying, right? Supposedly they should be meeting in Belarus, and let's just hope that everything goes motherfucking well, because let me tell you something, right? I don't think how can I say this, right? Ukraine is putting on a fight. It's not as, I don't think Russia is invading as quickly as they thought and as easy as they thought that there would be. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I don't think Putin is a man that's gonna go and just go with an L. I think if God forbid something was to happen that he feels like he's losing, he's gonna go out with a bang. And that is very, very scary to know. I mean, like, you know, like we have a lot of like world leaders and stuff like that. Like, if you make your research on this man, like this man is not like our last president or nothing like that. Like, this man literally was a part of Russian intelligence. This man is not like, this man is a billionaire, super billionaire, and he's very powerful, and he's very like a macho man, you know, like this man fucking knows how to damn deal with airplanes, submarines, fight bears and stuff like that. So you could tell he just has an ego, and I don't think he's one of those people that will take a loss and try to take a L. So we just not dealing with no shrimp. We're not dealing with no shrimp. So let's just hope for the best. You know, everybody have their theories. Everybody have their opinions. I'm just talking my opinion, really. Nobody knows what's going to be next. This is not like back then, World War II, when only one country had nuclear weapons. The countries with the most nuclear weapons is the United States and Russia. So you just never know. God forbid something really scary like that happen. And yeah, bitch. A bitch is scared. I feel like back in the days, if you ever like watch war documentaries and everything, you know, back then people only had 2 or 3 channels, or like they had the radio and they had 2 or 3 channels, so people were constantly alert on what's going on. I feel like right now not everybody's paying attention. Some people might be taking it as a joke. Some people it's just like, it's not over here, it's not in this country.
See?
And it's just like, bro, sometimes it feels like we're living in our last motherfucking time. So yeah, have a beautiful day, guys. Please get educated. Please stop watching the news. Please start watching shit on YouTube as well.
All right, Shalom.
See? She said it within a video. She was like, a lot of people feel like nothing is going to happen over here. You know, everybody feels like America is just super protected. Everybody feels like America just cannot be touched. America is the #1 country in the world. You know, you look at all these movies and everything like that, man. They always showcase America being the strongest person or people of the whole wide nation. You know, they the ones who can go into any country, bomb everybody and do all these different things and come over here and just live and just be the top people of all time. But that's not the case, man. That is not the case, okay? Because you got to remember, first of all, this is all orchestrated by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. The Most High setting this place up for destruction. And that's what it is. And that's why, you know, within this video, yeah, everybody should be scared, especially if you're not in this truth. All right. At the end of the day, you know, if you in this truth, you should be excited. You should be very excited about the things that's going on in the world, because you know for a fact that, you know, the elect is getting ready to get up out of here, man. And this is why we got to, you know, attend to this truth as much as we possibly can, you know, until Yahweh Shai comes back, man. You got to be on fire with this thing, man, because we want protection, man. We don't want to be in the midst of nuclear destruction. That's very horrible, man. Okay, so at the end of the day, as you can see, she said she was scared. But like I said, the clip that I wanted you all to hear was at the end when she was like, yeah, people don't think anything will happen to them over here. They don't think, you know, the soldiers or the bombs will reach America. But that's a damn lie, man. It's a damn lie. Let's get straight to it. Let's get straight to it. You people got to wake up, man. You got to wake up. You got to stop depending on this country that's been killing you for decades, man. This is Sirach chapter 9, verse 11. It says, envy not the glory of a sinner, for thou knowest not what shall be his end. Delight not in a thing that the ungodly have pleasure in, but remember they shall not go unpunished until their grave. Okay, so at the end of the day, when you see somebody prospering and everything like that, man, but you know they on bullshit, you know, don't envy them, you know, because you in the truth and everything like that. And you just like, man, you know, I wish I was in a better position in life and everything like that. You seeing all of the wicked people stay on top and everything like that. And then you might get jealous. You might be like, man, he or she doing all the wickedness in the world, but and they getting all of the riches, they getting all the fame, they're living deliciously or whatever and everything like that. But I'm not. And it says, envy not the glory of a sinner. It says, delight not in the thing that the ungodly have pleasure in. America is definitely known, for all of the wickedness, man. America is definitely known for all the atrocities and all the tribulations and everything that has been going on for centuries, man. Okay. And this place is always put in a glory spot, so to speak. This place is always a place that shines. Everybody wants to come here. Hey, man, we ain't worried about that, man. It says, remember remember they shall not go unpunished until their grave. Like I said, it's going back to all the people that have been doing wickedness. Hey, they're not going to be unpunished. And you got to remember, man, the wicked, which is Esau, okay, he's not going to be unpunished. Okay, he the one that made everybody in this country the way that they are today. Okay, when you look at, the whoredom, when you look at like I said, the gang banging, when you look at the processed food, when you look at the simplicity, when you look at everything that's going on, the letter community month and so forth and so on. When you look at these things, these are things that Esau has given people. These are the freedoms that they have given them to do. People are wilding out and doing these different things because of what he gave them, man. So best believe, hey, man, ultimately, America is going to be the biggest grave because this is going to be the biggest desert on the earth, because America will be destroyed by World War III, thermonuclear destruction within 1 hour. It's going to happen, man. It's going to happen. And then this is going to be the biggest desert on the earth. And nobody will ever live over here in this land again. Only the desert animals are going to dwell over here. That's it, man. That's it. This is Psalms chapter 49, verse 11. And it says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Okay. And this is definitely Esau's mind. This is his thoughts. He's saying that, man, we built up this country and everything like that. And we built up this whole kingdom for ourselves. We know who the Israelites are. We have the wisdom. We have all the money. We have all the power. We have the military. We have the technology, and they thinking that their technology is actually going to take down Yahushua and the angels. They're proud, man. They think that everything that they have worked for is going to continue forever. So you best believe the ones that's living in this land is thinking the same way as well, because they're seeing everything that America has brought forth. They're seeing the power. They're seeing the money, the technology, and everything like that. Okay, they're seeing all of these things happen, and they thinking you best believe the people within this place thinking the same way. All right, but ultimately they're going to be destroyed, man, because this is their inward thought. Esau believes that, America is going to stand forever. He believes that everybody's going to take this charagma. They're going to get rid of all of the people that don't want to take it. And then they're just going to live the way that they want to live. No, 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 no. And like I said, the elites know that this is not going to happen. This is why they're preparing, to go into the bunkers, go underground, fly out of space, or whatever the case may be, man. They trying to, they setting up the plans right now so they can get away and everything like that. But at the end of the day, man, it's not going to happen, man. Your houses would not continue forever. America is going to get touched, man. It's going to be destroyed. It's going to be destroyed, and it needs to be. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1, and it says, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction coming upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. And that's exactly what they're promising you right now, man. Here it is, you got the new Batman movie that's getting ready to come out, all of these other different movies and video games, and, the NBA All-Star games just passed, and now the NBA Championship and the playoffs is coming into play. It's getting warmer outside, so people can go outside and, do whatever they want to do there. All these different things, man. They're telling people that the mask mandate is getting ready to be uplifted in this country, and a lot of businesses are getting ready to capitalize on that. So it seems like this whole pandemic is getting ready to disappear. All of these things, man. All of these things is happening right in front of your eyes, but it's happening in the midst of the Russia-Ukraine thing, in the midst of inflation, in the midst of rent and mortgages going up. All of these different things, man, in the midst of food shortages. All of these things that's happening and they giving you is nothing but distractions, man. That's all it is. That's all it is, man. And this is why you got to be occupied in prophecy. You have to be occupied in prophecy because, like it says, when they promise you peace and safety, then sudden destruction coming upon them. That's what's happening, man. That's why people think, nothing will come over here because they're living throughout their peace and their safety. But destruction is coming, man. Destruction is coming. This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. And it says, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that want to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. And as we all know, America is Egypt, because this is the place of bondage. We were in slavery over here. We still are in slavery over here. America is spiritually Sodom and Gomorrah, Egypt, and Rome. Okay, it's all of these places, man. So anybody that's trusting in the shadow of Egypt, putting their strength in Pharaoh, your presidents, your governors, your senates, your Republicans, your Democrats, you putting your trust in the people that's actually getting ready to get rid of you, that's actually getting ready to put you through FEMA camps, that's actually getting ready to take this food away from you, that's actually orchestrating this war that's going on so then they can destroy this financial system and ultimately bring in the digital system. This is going to be your shame. This is going to be your confusion. You're going to be like, man, I'm over here. I did what you wanted me to do. I took the magical waters when the magical waters was mandatory. When they told us if we didn't take these magical waters, we couldn't go to work. We couldn't go to these different places. I'm over here following everything you told me to do. But for some reason, I'm still getting fucked up. Yeah, exactly. Because you put all of your strength in the place that's failing, man. So you deserve it. You putting all your trust in this place that's getting ready to crumble. You got to wake up, man. You got to wake up. This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 3. And it says, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walk after their own lusts, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. That's exactly what a lot of people are saying to us. We telling them that America is being destroyed and the Most High is getting ready to destroy this place. And we telling them that the Lord is getting ready to come back. And, even now, even in the beginning of these sorrows, people still don't believe what we're saying. And we've been telling you that this is going to happen. But people still out there, they just living, man. They not paying attention to shit. They not paying attention to shit, man. They still scoffing. It says, for this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of the Most High the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the world then was being overflowed with water perished. But the heavens and the earth, which are now, by the same word I kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. This place is reserved unto fire. This place first went out ultimately in the days of Noah with water. But now this time, this place is getting ready to go out by fire. And what's going to be that fire? The thermonuclear destruction. Okay, well, this World War III thing is going to escalate, man. The Most High is going to put the spirit upon Russia and Iran and all these different countries to actually see through America's bullshit. Okay, one of these days, and they're actually going to shoot these missiles over here, and America's going to be destroyed, man. It's going to be over with. It's reserved until fire, man. Let's look that word up real quick. It's 2 Peter 3 and 7. Let's look that word up right quick. Second Peter 3 and 7. Let's go to the word reserve, man. It's reserve. This is the word.
Strong's G 5083. Terreo. Terreo.
Terrero. Terrero. It says to attend to carefully, to take care of, to guard. Metaphor, to keep one in a state which he is, to observe, to reserve, to undergo something. So the Most High, and that ties in with Revelation, the 7th chapter. Okay, the ties in with Revelation, the 7th chapter, because the Most High told the angels not to hurt the earth until the elect was sealed. All right, so the Most High is guarding this place through the Spirit. Okay, so then he can make sure that the elect wakes up, and then once the elect wakes up, he's going to make sure that what? This place receives the fire, because this place needs to be judged, man. Just like Apostle Tahar said in one of their camps some months ago. He was like, right now the prophets are out on the streets or whatever, and they're pretty much, telling everybody, their sins, letting everybody know what's going on, because right now, America is pretty much in front of the altar. And pretty much, when you tell people their judgments and everything like that, hey, we telling you what's getting ready to happen to you if you don't get right. And we're telling you what's getting ready to happen to you just for the simple fact that if you're a heathen, especially Esau, this will happen to you for what you have done to the children of Israel. And then ultimately, after that, Yahushua is going to come and make sure all of these things happen. The spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is going to be in the midst of those missiles, man. He's going to make sure those missiles hit in the areas that it needs to hit, so this place can ultimately be destroyed, man. So the Most High is reserving this place. He's taking care of this place, quote unquote, until the elect is sealed, man. He's making sure nothing happens until the elect is sealed. Once the elect is sealed, that's it. And we can see that very close, man. Why? Because we see in these prophecies. We're seeing these prophecies happening, man. One of these days, that Amos 8:11 is going to happen, and once that happens, it's a wrap. Let me see if I can find this one last scripture real quick, and then we'll close it up. Yep, here it is. 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 35. Because this is what we need to be doing. Because that's like we heard Cardi B say within that video. She was like, back then, we only had like 2 or 3 channels, because cable wasn't so popular, around our age. When cable came out, you still only had about, if you had good cable, you probably had about 50 channels or something like that. Everybody was excited, for Disney Channel or whatever the case may be. But other than that, you had all them channels that you really didn't watch, because all them other channels was bullshit. You just watched what you wanted to watch. But now it's a whole different story, man. Not only do you have cable, but you have, like she said, you got YouTube, you got Twitter, you got TikTok, Facebook, all of these different things or whatever to keep you distracted from what's really going on, man. Okay, it's a whole different ball game right now, man. So this is 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 35. And it says, and this I speak for your own profit, that not that I may cast a snare upon you, but for that which is comely, and that you may attend upon the Lord without distraction. Okay, this is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be attending to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua without distraction. We're supposed to be watching what's going on and being occupied within these prophecies, man. We're not supposed to be distracted by, people still living deliciously in this world, us trying to be successful, doing all these different things, man. At the end of the day, all we really want is just for the Most High to give us our daily bread so we can go from day to day without struggling, without, being homeless and all these different things. Just give us enough so you can, we can eat, have a little bit of fun in the meantime with the brothers or different sisters or whatever, whenever, you know what I'm trying to say. Don't be out here posting videos of you at parties and doing all these different things like these other camps be doing, man, because we're not supposed to be in that type of spirit, man. We're supposed to be in the spirit of mourning, but it ain't nothing wrong with getting together with the brothers, just chilling out or whatever, doing those type of things, man. But at the end of the day, we're supposed to tend upon the Lord without distraction. All right. Don't let these things overtake your mind, man. Be occupied in prophecy. So I hope this is edifying. So with that, I'm going to say, call Halayim, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaa Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone, which I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Aqua that's listening and learning. And Yahweh Ratazah, I'll be back with another lesson. Keep pushing, Yasharala. Keep pushing. We almost out of here. Shalom.